What's up, comic fans? We are live. It is new comic book day haul time. I didn't put up my preview video this week. Life's been crazy. Life's been hectic. So I haven't read all my books. So I figured today I'll show you what I bought. We'll go through some of the books that came out this week. And then tomorrow you'll get that new comic book day review. What's up, Remy Q in the house? I think that's the quickest anybody's ever showed up for a live stream that I just did impromptu. Hey, what's up? All right. So anyway, I'm here just going to show you a few books that I bought this week because yesterday was new comic book day. We went out and we did that thing. And like I said, it's the holiday season. Life's been hectic. Work, shopping, holidays, shopping for comics, trying to balance work life and the wallet. Because you got gifts to buy, but you still need those comics. I got to be more like you, Remy. I got to just chill and not buy new comics every week. But then I wouldn't feel like myself. Definitely ride or die. And even if I didn't buy new comics, I'd still buy the Bronze Age or something off of eBay, silver books, bronze. I'd buy lots and people's collections. So I'd always find a way to spend money on comics. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. All right. But let's get into this week's books. That way we can get into some other stuff. I love that comment. We're just going to leave it up there for a little bit. All right. Anyway, the only book I managed to read this week was House of Slaughter 3. If you read Something is Killing the Children, you know all about Aaron Slaughter. All right. And so this is a continuation of his story, as a monster hunter in this world, as you can see from the world of Something is Killing the Children right there in the title. This is James Tynion and Rombal Del Edra is back on art. See, that's the thing about live. Can't edit that out, can I? Can't cut that out. Anyway, it's a really good story. I'm digging the whole Aaron Carter. Where's my head? Aaron Slaughter concept. Sheesh. Apparently I have boy bands in my head. What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Anyway, just going through the new comic book day pickups. We're starting off with the only book I've read. So what this has that I think Something's Killing the Children doesn't have is it's got a love story in there. All right. So it's interesting. That's not Erica Slaughter doesn't have that. Aaron Slaughter does have that in his book. That's a key difference between these two books, I think. But anyway, House of Slaughter number 3. I'm going to keep reading it because I think it's good. I like this character. If you haven't read Something is Killing the Children, you will know the future of Aaron Slaughter in that book. If you're not reading it, it's a good starting point because that is a prequel to Something's Killing the Children. All right. Next up, put them all the way over here. Also didn't have a chance to bag and board everything. So we're going to bag and board as we talk about the books. And again, thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, Jager, for being here. Linda Hampton, Remy Q. All right, so we got Eat the Rich. You know what? I think this may be the finale book. So if you wanted to read this, I would say get it in trade. Don't spend all the money getting the singles, the floppies. I don't know where this is going. It's been an interesting story, but there's not a ton of action and not even that much exposition. I mean, we kind of get what's going on and it kind of just gets regurgitated. Not that I hate it. I just didn't think, if it was ongoing, I might, depending on how this ends, I may have dropped it. So Eat the Rich, good writing. I think the art's excellent in there. Just wasn't something that drew me in. All right. Again, I only read one book this week. So just kind of giving you my review of what I've seen previously. We got Gunslinger Spawn. So far, so good on the Gunslinger Spawn front. Obviously, you don't go into Spawn books expecting, great writing, but the art, is usually pretty good. So we have Gunslinger Spawn 3. I like this cover. Try to get rid of some of the glare, take it back out, get all my finger oils on it. But I really like this like anime style cover. It's just really cool. And I forget who did this cover. Let's see. It's going to tell me probably right inside. Taunton Revolver, along with Brett Booth. And Brett Booth does the interiors. I guess he helped with this one. But Taunton Revolver mostly did the outside cover. And I just saw this one, and I had to get in. This is the A cover. So, if you're an A cover guy, you don't even have to debate which cover you're getting. You just go get that. So Gunslinger Spawn, he's a Spawn from the West, the Wild West. He's kind of now in our current time. So there's a little bit of a learning curve with him, with, current technology and all that stuff. But at the same time, he's got a funny personality. He's a little funny, but he's also very serious when it comes to fighting and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the humor comes out of that, man out of time concept with that book. So it's a fun book. If you're into the Spawn universe, definitely worth a grab. All right. So next up, we got Justice League Incarnate, and just look like a cool cover. I also think this is the first appearance of the Batwoman Who Lives or something like that. So, that was another reason it was on the radar. But you know what? I have that Google. So I'll just look it up real quick to make sure I'm correct about what the first appearance in there is. Because that's what the Google lets you do. Oh, and it turns out Gunslinger Spawn is also the first appearance of Dakota, an antagonist from Gunslinger's past. So I think Dakota makes a cameo in issue 2. And then in issue 3, we've got that first appearance there. And yeah, Justice League Incarnate, number 2, first appearance of Batwoman Who Laughs from an alternate dimension. So that's cool. I guess it's like an alternate Batman Who Laughs, but it's Batwoman Who Laughs because, it's a thing. Joshua Williamson writes it. I briefly read the first. I read the first issue, but honestly, had a few brewskis that night, so I'd probably have to reread it. But I think the writing's solid in that book. And artwork. It's a lot of people in this book, honestly. I think when you get to certain panels, they switch who's drawing what. But the artwork is very colorful, so the colors are good. And let me see. See, some of the art is just a little bit different on some of the panels. But if you like big splash pages and lots of action, then this is probably a book that you want. See, so the color is a little bit more muted up here in the front because they're in darker. And I think that's because they're in a different world or time period. And it's the other thing about this book is it's Justice League characters from other dimensions. So you got like Captain Carrot is in here. And there's a whole lot. I don't want to screw up their names, but there's a whole lot of other characters in here. Yes, and when I actually read it and I'm sober, I can probably give a better review about this book. Also, when I actually read issue 2, I can give you a better review. Like I said, I only read one book. I'd like to give a shout out to my main vato, Tapia's Family Unlimited Comics. What up, Alex? I'm chilling. All right. So we're gonna keep going, but no, Justice League Incarnate. I think the writing is really solid. The artwork is cool. It changes as it goes. It's like a group kind of project on that book. So when they're in one place, the artwork is going to be a little bit different, and then when they're in another place, it changes. I've been with the on the Justice League for a while now. And, it's give or take. Out of all the superhero teams, Justice League and Avengers and everything, I've been reading more Justice League stuff. That's how I kind of dip my toe into the DC universe. I am, for all intents in purpose, a Marvel guy. But I do enjoy me some DC. And anyway, 90% of the books out of DC are Batman. Moving on, we got Venom number 3. All right, you got Rom V on the cover. Can you see the V? It's just the V, right? And then you got Brian Hitch on the artwork. It's a really cool story take on Venom right now with Brock Dillon having the suit. All right. I haven't read this one either. So far, so good. I like it. He's kind of on the run from the military. He's got the suit. There's this whole, the symbiotes kind of destroyed the world type vibe. And so the government is after, the symbiote. And so, Brock's got to run as Venom. And, stuff happens. People die. People live. But it's a really good action book. So if you want a pretty good, fun book, I would definitely check out that book. All right, here's one of my favorite books that I've been reading, That Texas Blood. Okay, not a superhero book, but this is like a, I want to call it a drama, a little horror mixed in, a horror drama horror. Had some cult stuff in the last arc. This is the Christmas special. So this is issue 13. The last arc actually ended. So I'm really interested to see what's in the Christmas special. So I'm going to read that and I'm going to report back to you whether that's cool or not. All right. Next up, I keep thinking my bags and boards over there. They're on my left. They're on my 6. I need a Hawk for the new Captain America to be pointing that out. All right. Next up, we've got White. This is chapter 6. All right. If we read Black by Black Mask, this is, the sequel. I haven't caught up to this yet, so I still got to read it. But, there's no color in here. And it's a good book. It's a superhero book. It's got some politics to it. We'll leave it at that. And, once I read it, I'll gather it all together. I'll read it all at one shot. Then we can report better on that. Up next is one of my favorite covers that I purchased this week. This is The Amazing Spider-Man. And I just love what's happening on this cover. I just thought it was a pretty dope cover. So, so far, so good with this book. It's interesting. They're focusing more on Ben Reilly than Peter Parker. Peter Parker's been in a coma, and he's just woken up from that coma. And by the way, it's not in the main storyline in the Amazing Spider-Man that Peter wakes up from his coma. They do it in like a one-shot book, off-shot book. So if you're just trying to save money and just concentrate on that main book, by the time you get this one, you don't even know that Peter woke up from the coma. Like, you got to open this book and be like, oh, when did Peter get out of his coma? So interesting tactic by Marvel there. If you want to find out, key story points, go ahead and buy this other book that's not part of the main run. All right. And, well, call me silly. Those were the books I purchased this week. I also got, so let's take a look. I purchased it through the mail, so it'll be coming. But let's see. I'm gonna come over here. All right. So let's see if we can find it. So now I have to do this thing. Do that. All right. Well, here we go. All right. So what I want to show you is just from DC. It's a jock book. And if this ever loads, I can show it to you. There it is. All right. Oh, so Nightwing 87. While we're here looking at DC books, let's talk about some books that you should also look into. Nightwing 87. If you, I didn't purchase it, but if you, and it looks like it's a really cool story. If you like dogs and animals, you know, if you're a big pizza dog fan from the Hawkeye show, this might be something worth looking into. Nightwing, if you were to tear the pages out of that book and lay each page next to each other, it's one long piece. It's just one long drawing. So that's pretty awesome about that book. So each panel is literally a cut up of one big drawing. So I thought that was pretty cool with Nightwing. All right. Catwoman has a pretty cool cover by Jenny Frison. So who I met at C2E2. Some people called her the Ice Queen. I thought she was nice. Nice enough. She still was interested in hearing what I was saying. Just, you know, she's just a little busy, I guess. I don't know. Everybody's wearing masks. I talked to my local comic shop guy. It's definitely worth it. It was probably the first book he picked up, right? Because he puts out his books on Tuesday, his DC books, and he said it was the first book he read just to check it out. There's not a lot of exposition in it, so it's not a very long read, but the art style is just very cool. Definitely worth a pickup. There's not going to be a preview of it here, but you know, was it Jamal Campbell? Jamal Campbell. I'm pretty sure. No, it's Bruno Redondo, who does the Jamal Campbell's been doing the covers, but Bruno Redondo, who does the interior artwork. It's actually really cool. Really, really cool. Definitely worth checking out. Let's see this cover. I want to see what this cover is about. If it loads. All right, so very similar artwork to that on the interior, but it's one long piece. So it's pretty cool. I'm sure if I scoured the internet, I could have found it for you guys, but I also don't want to ruin it. Go out, check it out for yourself. See what's out there. Checked out the website you mentioned last week. Sadly, none of the shops in North Carolina are vendors for them. Talking about bad idea, I guess. Yeah, they are very, it's very hard to get those books. Yeah, that's a dope Catwoman cover. My local comic shop didn't have it, but I'm probably going to go check it out. Check out another LCS around me and get it there. That Catwoman is gorgeous. And for those of you who just showed up now, we'll go back and check it out one more time as I get my sea legs with this going live and doing so many things at once. So that should be loading up. Brian. So Brian is pretty local to me. We actually, I think, use the same LCS at times. So what's up, buddy? How are you doing? And by the way, guys, happy holidays. And if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. I celebrate Christmas. Yeah, so I just want to make sure that I send those season's greetings to all you guys out there, because without you guys, this wouldn't be as awesome as it is. In case you guys didn't see it, Brian says hello to Remy Q and Jay. All right, let's get through these. There we go. All right. So anyway, don't know why this hasn't loaded yet. Come on, show me that Catwoman cover, please. Anyway, we'll keep talking while that loads up. So besides for... I totally agree, Brian. We do need to do that. It'll be fun. It'll be great. I tell you what, when I went to C2E2 and met a bunch of the other comic community people, including Remy over here, Remy Q, it was a blast. I had a great time. So I am all about meeting new people. Also, I'm all about maybe my computer wanting to show us this Catwoman cover. Maybe it doesn't want to. Maybe I click on a different comic. It'll want to do something. All right. Anyway, continuing on though, at my LCS, we also got sorry guys, I am trying to make myself bigger. There we go. We also got Warlock in the Infinity Watch number 9. This is the origin of Gamora. It only cost me $1.25 for this book. Besides for, I think, 2 spine ticks, the only other major flaw is a slight rip on top. But anyway, it was $1.25 for the origin of Gamora and this pretty dope cover. And so that's why I picked that one up as we continue on. All right. So let's go back to this, because it looks like it loaded something. It loaded Batman One Dark Knight, which is the other book I got this week. And this is a Jock book, right? Written and drawn by Jock. Lots of cool covers over here. All right. It should be cool. This is the first appearance of a character too, EMP, who's going to, it takes down all electricity. That's why it's called One Dark Knight. It's Batman. I'm going to guess he has none of his gear, and he's going to be, battling it out with this dude in, the dark. And it's going to be Batman and his training, not his gear, one-on-one. All right, Catwoman number 38 finally loaded. And again, I get to show this dope Jenny Frison cover. All right. So that's what I was trying to show you guys as my internet imploded, but only on this one comic, because I'm still here live with you guys. All right, let's get back to the comments real quick. All right, and we're going to bring up this comment one more time, because yes, that will be awesome. What is up, Chip? The White Shadow is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Chip is an amazing guy, awesome guy. I had some of his stickers, but I think I brought them upstairs because I'm putting together a sticker binder. But thank you, Chip, for being awesome. Met him at C2E2 as well. All right. And Chip's just saying hi to everybody. So what's up? Thank you for joining us. Going through my new comic book day haul. Didn't get to do my preview show this week because it was just super busy. So this is kind of it. I went live to do the preview show. I just showed off my origin of Gamora comic that I picked up for $1.25. Awesome cover. Was $1.25 though, because there is a rip up top right there. But anyway, I knew what I was purchasing. For $1.25, we can't go wrong. All right. But let's get into some other DC books that came out this week, all right? So, let's just let's do all the books. Not all the books, but let's just hit on some key notes of some books that also came out this week that we should be looking for. Moon Knight number 6, dope cover. All right. And could be wrong, but I believe Moon Knight number 6 introduces us to some new baddie or something like that. Probably wrong. I'm going to scour the internet real quick. I don't see anything about a new baddie, so never mind. But anyway, dope cover. Love that. Laid out, a little blood behind him, little black and white splash. So I like that one. Cole. He's Cole. I'm Cup. He's in the house. Yeah, I vaguely remember reading something about Moon Knight and something happens in there in one of the solicitations, but I don't know. It's probably not a new baddie. Maybe it's something else. But the cover is dope. Steve McNiven is killing the covers on Moon Knight. If you were gonna pick up, like, there's certain series you're gonna pick up, right, for the covers, like Catwoman, the B covers, the cardstock covers have been Jenny Frison. A lot of them have been beautiful. That's one reason to get that series. Moon Knight, the A covers by Steve McNiven have been spectacular. That would be a reason, another reason to get Moon Knight just for the covers. It's one of those series that you just see cover after cover and you're like, how can I not buy this series? And then you read it and it's not bad. It's actually a really good comic. So, you know, it's definitely worth purchasing, you know. And yeah, no baddies. I don't know. Yeah, so I think it's just, yeah, because maybe issue 5 was a cameo and then 6 is the first appearance, but I don't think so. I think it's just 6 is just more of that guy talking. All right, got it. Yeah, the ghost, like the Batman thing where he's like I get it. Comes out and, you know, he's all about like, I'm better than you, I can do the job better than you, and then becomes like a anti-hero type deal. I can see that. Moon Knight, though, go ahead and grab that. Venom, we talked about. That Wolverine cover's ridiculous. I don't know what's happened there. It's got like a Moby Dick feel, right? Like giant whale under the water. Not knocking it, though. That's pretty cool. Noble. Ah, there you go. So this is just the reintroduction to that character, which I am fine with. And that's why we keep Cole around. Darth Vader 19 has another awesome Darth Vader cover. I don't know how many bad covers there are with Darth Vader on it. You know, could be wrong. There could be some really crappy Darth Vader covers out there, but like the Star Wars Darth Vader series has a ton of really cool Darth Vader books. One Dark Knight we talked about. There's some cool stuff there. Anybody reading The Trial of Magneto? I have no idea whether it's good or not. House of Slaughter. That's a good one, number 3. Like I said, the difference between House of Slaughter and Something is Killing the Children is Aaron Slaughter. This is kind of right now. It's touching upon like a love story. It's about his relationship to another character, whereas you know, Something's Killing the Children is really about Erica Slaughter killing monsters. So two different type of books, which is good, right? You don't want to have a repeat of the same book. Sorry, I had to run into the showroom for a sec. Wait, have we moved into indie books? We've moved into just the books in general. Any book. We're just bouncing around, man. So there is no specific order right now to how we're doing this. Radiant Black number 11. I've read a few of the first issues. I know it started off kind of slow, but so far, so good. Yeah, I just went to League of Comic. You know, if I wanted to go in order, I could just go here to Previews World and do that too. Oh, this is the site you were talking about, Remy. Yeah. Yeah, so if none of your shops are signed up for this, then yeah, it doesn't really work out. It doesn't really work out. Because I thought you were talking about Bad Idea earlier. But no. This is the website. Yeah. Previews. So yeah, as I was showing people before, I forgot Philadelphia trade came out this week. I love Rodney Barnes in Philadelphia. All right. But anyway, yeah, if I wanted to go in sequential order. Yeah, Cole, I feel like a lot of people feel like that, right? Yes. Yeah. Radiant Black started off and everybody was like, oh, and then it got a lot better. Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. I didn't get that this week, but I plan on picking it up. I just got to read issue 2 to see if I'm going to stay on that one. If anybody feels differently about that, let me know. Yeah, all right, so Dark Horse. All right, we'll do some Dark Horse right now. So this is indie. I didn't pick up anything from Dark Horse this week. They have had some good books come out in the past. Joy Operations was like a new local comic book shop day release. They had a special for that one. Haven't heard too much about that one besides for that. All right, and then there was some Stranger Things. So at my shop, all their Hulk 2s were damaged. What was that, last week, which was disappointing. So I had to go somewhere else for that. Penguin has gotten better with my shop still uses Penguin now. Moved on from Diamond for Marvel books and Penguin Random House. And the first few weeks I had to shop for my Marvel books other places because it was just crap. And then recently, Penguin Random House started working on their packaging, which is good, double boxing stuff and, using some bubble wrap and making sure there wasn't too many gaps in between so books didn't rattle around. So it's been better, but yeah, there's still a few times that stuff comes and corners are all dinged up and it's sad. And obviously Radiant Black isn't being shipped by Penguin Random House. That's still Diamond. So Diamond's still being Diamond. All right, cool. So I'll probably get 3 then sooner than later. Because I was just going to wait to read 2 and then make a decision whether I was going through with the series or not. All right. We're at IDW. Again, IDW, I don't pick up a lot of things. Apparently, they're going to lose their licensing with Marvel and Disney. So once that happens, I don't know what's coming out of IDW, right? I mean, they have the Kanto stuff. I think maybe there's one more Kanto arc in the works. At least that's what's planned. And I mean, they do have things like G.I. Joe. I'm not quite sure if that's still Marvel or if IDW owns the exclusives to that. Transformers. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with IDW. All right, DC. According to this, there's not very much coming out for DC, but there's more than that. So something's wrong with Previews World in terms of the DC stuff. But anyway, if we come back here, you can't hide DC from me because I do that and I do this and then I get all the DC books. I do want to read. Now I definitely want to read A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance, Cole, because I trust you. So, and while this loads, let's talk about the other book I bought this week. This is Warlock Number 2, and this is the first appearance of the Infinity Watch, and I got this for $125. And obviously, it's Warlock and the Infinity Watch. So you think like, hey, maybe issue 1 is the first full appearance of no. Issue 2 is where he gathers everybody. And it says it right there. The Gathering of the Watch. So I got that. I think this was on somebody's hot book of the week for some reason. I don't know. Seems like anything without a Warlock these days is going to be a hot commodity. Yeah, Righteous, I was saying that earlier. It's a very quick read. I mean, I only read issue 1. Ha! I wouldn't go as far as saying issue 1 was my favorite, but it definitely set up the story nicely. You can kind of see where it's headed in A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. I do want to know what the deal is, though, with some of those characters. I guess we'll see. And for some reason, it's still not loading. So let's try refreshing. Because apparently DC does not want us to know what's coming out this week. But you know what, guys? We can't stop this train, and we won't stop this train because we've got packages to open. And let's see, what do we have here? We're not going to do this one. That's going to be a separate video. And we're not going to do this one. Probably not going to do that one. Apparently, I have a lot of books here. Okay, here we go, guys. This is a good one. As DC just loads. We got a nice, big, juicy one. We're going to get to this one in a second. But let's finish going through these books, if it'll let us. If not, whatever. We move on. All right. So, yeah, you got Catwoman, Nightwing. Again, guys, Nightwing is really cool to check out because if you take each page and put it side by side by side, it forms one awesome long picture, right? The artist who drew it, I forgot his name already. Sheesh. Jamal Campbell does the cover, and it's Bruno Redondo. All right. He does panels, and all the panels just line up like it's just one long picture. All right. The artwork is kind of like that cover right there. I think that's the D or E cover. But anyway, it's a pretty cool concept. If you get that book, you'll see what I mean. Each time you turn the page, it's basically the next part of the picture. And so you get one long picture, right? Catwoman, we talked about that, has an awesome Jenny Frison cover, okay? Robins, you have the first full appearance of that female Robin that we were introduced to in the first Robins comic, all right? Justice League Incarnate. We have the Batwoman who laughs from another dimension in that one, all right? And yeah, that's the rest of the books. I did start to read King Shark. I thought it was good, but sometimes we have to leave some books behind. King Shark got left behind. All right. Let's go here. Let's go back to previews. All right. Marvel Comics. Always decent amount of comics from Marvel Comics. I love the Amazing Spider-Man 82 cover. It's cool. Very reminiscent, actually, of that Nightwing that we were just discussing. All right. If we keep going, we got some Avengers this week. Plenty of covers for that. Black Panther number 2 came out. I bought number 1. I have yet to touch that book, though. I haven't read it yet. If anybody's read Black Panther, let me know what you think about that one. Hawkeye number 2. This is, following that story of Kate Bishop. Let's see. Story in ASM 82 was bad. I like the cover, too. I haven't read it yet. The only book I managed to read this week was, the House of Slaughter number 3. That's the only issue I read so far. Oh, that's disappointing. All right. Because, ASM has been good, and it really has, it can go either way with the way they're going with that story, the whole focusing on Ben Reilly thing. The Moon Knight number 6, just an awesome cover on that one. There is the Raza variant. I think Raza does some pretty cool covers. He's done a couple of nice ones for Miles Morales. That's pretty cool. If you ask me, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe you guys like a different style of art. Darth Vader covers, I think, is awesome. All right. So that's some good stuff. I know a lot of people on the Star Wars High Republic trail, Trail of Shadows. I have not picked up that yet. Venom number 3, haven't read it yet, but I did enjoy Venom 1 and 2. I think that's worth a look. And then if we look at that Wolverine number 19 cover, I just get a Moby Dick vibe, but you know, that's just crazy. That is a crazy cover. It's a fun cover. Also, still sad that ASM 82 was bad. All right, Dynamite. I do not buy a lot of Dynamite books. There's definitely there is a group of people who will buy a lot of that. They do have Army of Darkness. They have a lot of heroines. I've read the Betty Page books, aren't bad. They're actually pretty good. But I haven't found anything from Dynamite that really, floats my boat, if you will. Evil Ernie came out last week. I think it was last week, number 1. But besides that, not too much. Nyx or NYX has been pretty popular from what I've seen. But that's Dynamite. Boom Studios. They've had, not so many books. This is probably one of the bigger weeks they've had. Again, paper shortage, all that stuff. House of Slaughter's out. Eat the Rich. Cole, I know you were iffy on Eat the Rich if you're still there. I don't know what you think about it now, but this is the finale. So I guess we'll see how it is at the end. I thought the art and writing were good, especially the art. I just thought we kept getting the same story regurgitated at us, and there wasn't like a lot of progression in that one. And then these are the rest of the books coming out this week. All right. Barbaric has a hardcover. If you haven't read Barbaric, it's definitely fun. It's worth a look. I don't know if you need to get that hardcover, but a soft cover would do just as well. Save a few bucks, but it's definitely a story worth reading. It's funny. It is funny. I think it was only 3 issues, so it's not going to take you a long time to read that. All right. So anyway, those were the rest of the books that came out this week. We'll get to the end. I just don't want to leave you hanging with all these covers. If you saw any books there that we should go back to, let me know. We'll go back. We'll look at the cover. All right. So anyway, let's move on, guys, because you know what? For the finale, this is the last thing I will do, and then I'm going to peace out. But if you guys know the comic book poser, he sent me a big old package. This is not an AOK. This is something I ordered, but fragile. Please handle with care. And there's a big old dent in the box. Anyway, I ordered some stuff. Took a while for him to mail it to me. Again, poser, great guy, great seller. He's got kids, and sometimes life gets in the way, so that's fine. He said he packed my package with lots of goodies. So let's see what's in here. See what we got, because we're about to enter the Poserverse. Ow. I don't know why I got so hyped. All right. So from TKO Studios, we got the fearsome Dr. Fang. Pretty sure this was a throw-in. I know nothing about Dr. Fang. All right. That's pretty cool. Solid artwork. We'll see what the story's like. Don't mind trades. Good way to kill time. All right. So we've got a comic mailer. We've got something in an envelope. And we've got another comic mailer. I don't know what to open first. Somebody in the comments, tell me what you want to see. Envelope. Mailer 1, mailer 2. Mailer 2 is a little heavier. Mailer 1's a little lighter. And we got the envelope. While you do that, while I wait for whoever to comment first, maybe I'll just show off some. I dropped something. Show off some other books that I managed to pick up this week. What else we got here? These are all. Well, I didn't pick these up this week, actually. These were part of another box I bought. We got X-Men number 117. I just love these classic Uncanny X-Men covers. All right. And then what else we got? We got Gotham Knights number 3. Actually, I think most of these came from Alex Tapia's family. Dropping stuff. Get out of here. That's what Arcade Pop would get out of here. But there'd be a fire effect. Love that. Yeah, Tapia Family Unlimited Comics. Bought a thing from him. I think these came in there. Superman Unchained. Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18. This is the first appearance of Doomsday. And then we got some Batman Zero. Got some cool stuff. That was not from Tapia. That was from somebody else. But anyway, those are some cool finds. All right. Nobody wants to comment on what I should open first. We're going to go with a comic mailer. We'll save the envelope for last. All right. And if somebody did comment, I just missed it. My bad. But anyway, nice and taped. He's got pull tabs. Pull tab action. Let's go. Let's go with that pull tab action. All right. This one has a pull tab, but the comic book bag tab is actually sticking to it. All right. Throw that away. All right. So we'll flip these around. Let's see what's in here. Whoosh. We got some Iron Man. And this was part of that lot I got. They're not in great condition, but I just love me some Iron Man. So I got Iron Man 189. And then 194. And let me make sure I'm in the... Yeah, okay. And then we got some Iron Man number 31. Going a little bit back. And then we got Iron Man 16. And Iron Man 188. But look at that. 15th center. Iron Man 16. Like I said, they're not in the best condition, but hey, these are some classic Iron Man books. I'll take them. All right, let's get into this other mailer. I'm just gonna rip that off, rip that off, rip that off. Pull tabs all day, every day. This one was a little thicker, so it's a little extra. Oh, get out. Get out of there. All right. All right, so it looked like there were some more modern books in here. Let's see what we got. Oh, shit! Devil Dinosaur number 1. Poserverse! All right, nice. Thanks, Poser. All right, what else we got? Moon Knight number 1. This is the variant edition, so that's sweet. I like the all black and white with just a little bit of red. Very reminiscent of the current cover out with number 6. All right, Nocterra number 1. That is sweet too. As you know, Nocterra's been optioned by Netflix, or if you didn't know, now you know. Huh. This is definitely a Something is Killing the Children book. It's got a $30 price tag on it. I don't know what variant it is, so let's rip it open. Let's find out. This is not a... it's Something's Killing the Children. Did I say that, or did I say House of Slaughter? All right. Maybe I got it right. Anyway, this is number 16. And this is the Cowabunga Comics. It's from Cowabunga Comics or 221 Comics and Collectibles. So maybe it was a joint cover by both of them. I'm not sure who did this cover, but it is beautiful. If anybody knows whose signature that is, let me know. That is some hotness by the Poser. What else we got? Darkstar, and the Winter Guard. number 3 of 3. Have to check that out. Not sure what that's about. Oh, I see a little theme going on. So is this number 1? It is number 1. Oh man, that was pretty awesome. Okay, awesome book. Probably should have started from the front of that and worked my way to the back, because then we would have ended up with Devil Dinosaur number 1. So we'll pretend that's what I did. Whoosh. All right. And then last but not least, we got this, and then we're out of here, guys. All right. We can all go and enjoy our day. Go finish reading my comics. Oh! Snap! He sent me a slab. Swamp Thing Essential Vertigo number 2. Swamped. Thanks, poser. Anyway, that was cool, guys. So that's my, new comic book day haul. Review coming later. So just some stuff I got. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So we're just going to end on the high note with the slab, the 9.8 Essential Vertigo Swamp Thing. So I'll probably just hang that on the wall somewhere back here. Just find a spot. Keep the party going. I got to get back to doing that too. I only hung like 2 and I stopped. Don't know why. Anyway, that was from the Comic Book Poser, CB Poser. Check him out. I'll try to put him in the description later. Brian, you too. Have a great afternoon. Definitely in the new year, let's get together. We already have a IG chat, so let's just figure it out. Whatever we do, get together, go to LCS, go comic hunting, go to IHOP. I don't care. Do it. Or find some small convention or something to go to. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining me. Like I said, that was my comic book day haul for the week. Plus a few extra books are coming in the mail, but just wanted to show that off. Got that great order from Poser with some AOKs in there. Like that slab was an AOK. Devil Dinosaur was an AOK. So comic fans, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. Don't forget to, comment, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share with your friends, all that other stuff. All right? Do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for next week's books. Peace. This is the part where I wait for it to disconnect from the internet. As I just said goodbye. Now we have that awkward goodbye where I'm still talking to you, but we already said our goodbye. So we're both working in separate directions, but we're actually walking in the same direction. But we said